Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooke if you're new here, and if you're not new here you already know me. So I'm sitting in front of my bookcase again today and I am cursing and mourning the loss of my tripod, but thanking the can of coconut milk that is currently propping up my phone. Today I'm going to be doing a 200 subscriber Q&A video. So I posted on my Instagram and had people ask me questions that they wanted answers to. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'll link it down below. Go and check it out if that's something you're interested in. So I wasn't really sure how many answers I was gonna get, considering like 200 isn't a super huge milestone, and my following on Instagram is kind of different from my following on YouTube. So I did get a few questions. I'm gonna answer some of those, and then if this video isn't long enough, then I'm going to answer some other random ones. I'll just tell you some random facts about myself. So someone asked how my gratitude journaling is going. So in a video, I talked about how I do gratitude journaling in the morning. It's something that I've started recently and I find it to be very kind of like uplifting. I think it's a thing that gives you a lot of perspective, and I like doing it in the morning because I think it's a really good way to start off your day. It's going good. I did miss a couple days just because sometimes I don't wake up in the most awake state and I just completely forget about it, and I like doing it in the morning better because I think it's a great way to like start off your day. So it's going good. It's going good. I really like it, and I think sometimes the hardest thing for me is when you have like a bad day, it's hard to think of things, and I think that that's when it's like the most important too. So another question was, how many stories have you written? What is your preferred genre? So how many stories have I written? From start to finish, probably about 3 if we're talking like real like novels. The other 2, they didn't really go anywhere. They're just sitting in a corner somewhere. I wrote them when I was like 12, so they're not important. Stories in general, like gosh, too many to count, that's for sure. My preferred genre, so my preferred genre to write in would be fantasy and romance. So I'm writing a romance novel right now. My work in progress is I'm gonna say romantic thriller. I don't really know. I was gonna go with it's a contemporary, but I really don't think it is. So there are thriller elements to it. And then for Nano this year, I'm gonna be working on a fantasy novel that I have had to restrain myself from drafting, and it's been super tough. Somebody else asked traditional or indie publishing and your current work in progress. My ultimate dream is to do traditional publishing. I don't know if I have the knowledge to do indie, but I would not be opposed to being like a hybrid of both, because I admire indie authors so much. And my current work in progress is a romantic thriller thing that I have been working on for a very long time, and I'm hoping to finish it this year. So I think I have a video about my work in progress somewhere. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. It's probably terrible because it was one of like my first kind of videos, so don't judge. Somebody also asked, what is your favorite author aside from Sarah J. Maas? I have my little like Sarah J. Maas shrine here. So my other favorite authors, I really like Jenny Han. I loved To All the Boys You Loved Before. That was really good. Kelly Rimmer is another one. She had a really cute little romance novel that I really liked. I like Stephen King. I don't read a ton of Stephen King, but I can appreciate him, and I mean his writing kind of freaks me out, but the books that I have read of his I did really like. Cassandra Clare obviously is another big one. I've been talking about rereading the Mortal Instruments series, so that's going to be something coming up in the future. But yeah, I would say probably like a close second to Sarah J. Maas would be Cassandra Clare. And then, yeah, I don't know, I just like, it's funny because until Sarah J. Maas, I didn't really read a bunch of books by the same author. I just kind of read like here and there, fantasy, like whatever. But so somebody also asked, was there a book that inspired you to want to become a writer? And I mean, I think that I was very influenced by reading Harry Potter as a kid, but no, I don't think there was a specific book. I think that I have always been interested in reading, and that kind of like morphs into an interest in writing. I feel like when you're a young reader, you're reading it, and then as you grow up, you're kind of like, oh, like this is something that I could do. Like I could write a book, and I feel like that's kind of how it came about. I don't know if it was necessarily a specific book that influenced me, but I do have this one book that's a craft book, and it's like everything you need to know about writing your first novel. I don't have it here. It's at my office at work, which I cannot go to right now, but it is amazing, and it was the coolest book, and it was super helpful, and just, it was so great. Another craft book that I have, it's called Spilling Ink. That's for young writers. That was something that definitely influenced me. And the final question I got was my favorite and least favorite part about the writing process. So my favorite part, I think, is when you're going from like the idea stage, like onto the page. So I love when you can just sit down and you can just like burn through like a few thousand words and like not even realize it. And that's why I'm so excited for NaNoWriMo, because I just want to sit and write. Like I don't want to be editing anymore. I want to just sit and be able to write and just get the words out on the page. So yeah, that's my favorite part. I'm gonna say, like, I guess first draft, like that's my favorite part of the writing process. And I think world building for me is something that's really fun as well. My least favorite part currently is editing. Not line editing. Like my least favorite part is the big picture edits and trying to fix the mess that I made during my first draft. But I think that as I write, I'm gonna learn to like it a bit more, because my writing's gonna get better, and I don't think I'm always gonna despise it this much, but currently it is my least favorite part. So that's it for the questions that people ask me. I'm just gonna answer a couple like random questions that I can think of. So for anyone who doesn't know how old I am 23. I have a university degree, an undergrad, and my favorite color is purple. Purple/blue. I've been flip-flopping back and forth for years, and I mean, do I have to pick one? No, not really. I am very obsessed with coffee. I would love to own a coffee shop, like bookstore thing at some point in my life. That's the dream. I love golden retrievers. They are just, I love them so much. Every time I see one when we're like driving, I just like look out the window and I just like stare at them until I can't see them anymore. I work a full-time job aside from writing, because obviously I am not a published author, so that is not something that can sustain my life right now, but hopefully in the future it will. I currently don't do any sports or anything, but I was a gymnast for like 10-ish years, so that was fun. I did competitive for quite a while, and then I coached a little bit, and that was really fun, but I think it has wrecked my ability to do any other sport. Gymnastics is a weird sport. It's just not like anything else, and the skills don't translate to any other sports. I am incredibly uncoordinated and accident prone, and I don't think that helps either. That's a fun fact about me, that I'm very accident prone. In some of my vlogs, you can see me like hitting my hand or like running into things or whatever, and in my streams I like drop pens all the time, which thankfully I'm muted, because otherwise that would get very annoying. But that's kind of just like a little tidbit about me. I don't want to like say too much because I'm not that interesting, but so yeah, I post videos every Monday and Thursday, and I stream every Saturday and sometimes Sunday. So if that's something you're interested in, go and check it out. I have a bunch of streams that are obviously over now, but you can, if you need some inspiration, you can go take a look at them. I hope you enjoyed the video and learning a little bit more about me. If you want to comment down below a fun fact about yourself, that would be super great. I would love to get to know you guys better. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!